gentlemen, the lines are locked down. Welcome to the call. It's my privilege to go ahead and be your host today on this October the 30th, just the day before Halloween. As we know, all the kids are going to be out there having a barrel of fun. So I just look forward, ladies and gentlemen, to sharing with you some incredible nuggets. My name is Paul Lovato, calling out of Las Vegas, Nevada today. And boy, I tell you what a wonderful time to be with ZJ International. I tell you, some incredible things happening with our company, incredible recognition of ZJ International following the convention, just preceding the convention with the Inc. magazine's listing of ZJ International. That is absolutely huge, ladies and gentlemen. You can't buy that. That's actual, real third-party validation about what's going on with our company, and real business people are actually understanding what that means when you share that to them with the posture and the belief that ZJ is the company they have to look at. So just welcome to the call. I wanted to go ahead and share a couple of things this morning before we get started on our topic. And, as you heard, ladies and gentlemen, we have events all over the nation. One of the key things is that we have the Life Unlimited tour going on right now. That is so exciting as to what's going on with Life Unlimited. And I'm hoping that you're taking advantage of that. For example, we've got, I heard people calling in from Birmingham, Alabama. We've got an event on tomorrow night, Thursday in Birmingham. We've got an event Friday in Macon, Georgia. I heard people calling in from Macon. And, of course, I heard my dear friend Hazel Harry announce the event this Saturday in Atlanta, Georgia. So hopefully you are taking advantage of that, taking advantage of the leverage and the money, the effort, the expertise that other people are, other people are creating for you to have leverage in your business. So one of the other beautiful things is that we all know that the incredible product burn is just making new tidal waves here at ZJ International. We have grown just tremendously over the past year with our XM3, starting out as our XM3 weight management system, and then moved on to improve it to the XM AM and XM PM, and now we've added burn. And burn, I tell you what, is definitely a game changer, ladies and gentlemen. And one of the wonderful things about what the company has done in promoting for people to be and to actually promote the events all around the country with our Life Unlimited tour is that we have the opportunity to order products on this incredible new application that is really also a game changer in the sense that people all over the globe are able to interact with their business, to carry out business with the new ZJ Life Unlimited smartphone application. And hopefully you've been getting familiar with that because one of the things that we're seeing is that people are taking advantage of the ability to go ahead and order product at these Life Unlimited tours because it's the only way that you can order burn at this point until we are able to finish this tour. And so what the company is doing is they're basically creating a desire, if you will, for this product, and you have to be involved in the tour. And you got to be involved to the event that you know where the events are. You're plugged into your leadership. We're going to talk a little bit about that today, about the whole concept of teamwork. See, what ZJ International Corporate is doing is they're creating something bigger than just the product. They're creating an opportunity to be a part of a team, to be a part of something that actually promoting these events and not making it about us, but making it about the teamwork that's occurring at these events. And so I just encourage you to get infected with that. And one of the things that we're seeing on our team is that we've just seen some incredible growth happening all across the country, all across the nation, and yes, all across the globe, all the way, with new markets being set up in different countries that are already part of ZJ International, as well as brand new countries that we're launching. And it's happening because people want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. And so what I want to leave you with is that hopefully after convention, you have become part of something bigger than yourselves. And for our team, what we're doing is we have a 90-day blitz, and it's an incredible that we're doing with the leader of our Discover Miranda team, Mr. Ron Gold, Black Diamond, and he's leading the team, and what we are seeing are just phenomenal results with the activities and, of course, the volume that's occurring from this incredible team effort. And see, what happens, ladies and gentlemen, is that people are able to go in and become part of something bigger than themselves. I love what John Maxwell said. He said, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And see, that's what being a part of something bigger is, ladies and gentlemen. It's being a part of something where you don't have to be the central issue. And, you know, we heard Hazel Harry talk about this. She does one of the best jobs in the entire company of promoting events where, you know what, you want to be there because of the fact you get to be a part of the teamwork that's going on there. Now, one of the key things about teamwork, ladies and gentlemen, that I wanted to cover today is the whole concept of collaboration. And it really fits really well into the book of the month that we have on our team that we're reading right now by Dr. Schwartz, entitled The Magic of Thinking Big. Now, this book is an incredible classic. It's been used for decades, quite honestly. But one of the things about classics is that they stand the test of time. And the magic of thinking big is about expanding our thinking. And when we expand our thinking, we actually have an ability to see new horizons. And that's what's happening right now in CG International. I love the way David Moses has been praising the whole process where we're at today in CG International, is that we have not even launched, ladies and gentlemen. Certainly all the excitement that's coming out of convention, a lot of recognition going on for the incredible growth. What a lot of the leaders here at CG International that took, 1, 2, 3 years to accomplish is now occurring in months. And yes, even in weeks sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. We have incredible superstars, and that's the mark of momentum. That's the mark of teamwork. That's the mark of being being a part of something bigger than yourself. And so, what I love is that how John Maxwell puts it is that, we have an opportunity to get a hold of something bigger than ourselves. And John Maxwell puts it in this way: we cannot become what we need, where we are right now, by remaining where we are. In other words, we have to make a change, and we have to make that change with personal development. So I encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, get plugged into your team, have conversations with your upline, have conversations with your downline about what's going on with your involvement with the book of the month, whatever that is. And there's just a tremendous amount of effort that's put into putting that teamwork together, and hopefully you're taking advantage of that. Now, one of the things that I wanted to do today is to put into light a little bit about what teamwork and network marketing is. See, network marketing really is about family. It's about the process of again, being something, a part of something more, bigger than yourself. I love the way Mia Hamm puts it. And she said, of course, we all know who Mia Hamm. She had that incredibly famous picture of when the women, USA Women's won the FIFA Cup, and in soccer. And one of the key things is that, she put it this way: I'm a member of a team. I rely on the team, I defer to it, and I sacrifice for it. Because the team, not the individual, is the ultimate champion. And see, that's one of the characteristics of teamwork, is when we get ourselves out of the way. I love, again, with the way John Maxwell puts things. It's amazing what a team can accomplish when nobody cares who gets the credit. See, that's the whole concept of what Mia Hamm is talking about, is that it was about the success of the team. And so what I want to talk about today is one of the integral parts of teamwork and network marketing, which is called the depth charge. Depth charge is all about a few people actually doing, the activity of sponsoring people, and a few people actually igniting other people to do that, where you have 5, 6, 7 people involved in a depth charge, and all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, you can have 10, 20, 30 people. And, my story goes something like this. Remember, when I first got involved with depth charging, and what depth charging is, ladies and gentlemen, is when you take one application that you have in your hand. It's a paper application, and I really recommend that you get in the habit of filling out paperwork, as I call it. If people are enrolling online, ladies and gentlemen, that you do have your vault set up in your back office to the holding tank. See, the beauty of the holding tank is that you get to place them when you're ready to place them. And most importantly, you get to place the people enroll where you want them to place. Okay? That's a key component to a depth charge because it's all about the team. And so what I want to share with you is that what we do under depth charge is that we stay connected with our key leaders, okay? And so what we do is we call to our upline and we let them know, I've got an application that I can hold for, 6 hours, 12 hours, Certainly my opinion and my recommendation is never hold somebody for more than 24 hours, okay? So in other words, see, the depth charge is all about a window of opportunity that people must make a decision on. And the people that we're going to call, to help them take advantage of the teamwork here is that we're first going to go and call our upline and let them know that we have that paperwork essentially in our hands or in the holding tank, okay? Now, what's going to happen with that, ladies and gentlemen, is that each one of the people on the teamwork, and it's all going to be on one leg of business, ladies and gentlemen, and the reason that's the case is that everybody is going to benefit from the volume. I mean, let's face it, the reality is that all of business that's successful across the globe is based on sales volume, okay? But the key thing is that sales volume is going to be multiplied on that one leg of business, okay? And so what we're going to do is we're going to contact each one of us, again, going back to those 5 or 6 people initially on that leg of business. You can start out with just yourself, 1 or 2, 3 people, but the case is that they're in close communication. And so each of those leaders, if you will, on your leg of business is going to have essentially a team of people that are in process, okay, what we call in process. And what that's going to turn out to be is that people that have already been maybe to a meeting, people that have already listened to a sizzle call, people that are in the process of making a decision, ladies and gentlemen, about CJ International, whether it's from a business perspective or whether it's from a product perspective. The reality is it's going to be volume and that leg of business that we contact them, and it's going to go something like this. Hey, Sally Sue, this is Paul Lovato. Hey, listen, I know that you're taking a look at CJ International. I just wanted to get back with you and share with you a window of opportunity where if you care to go ahead and join our team, I actually have individuals that are looking at coming to our team, and I have paperwork right now that you could take advantage of that volume. Now, Sally Sue, I don't want you to feel pressured, but I do want you to know that if you take advantage of this today within the next 24 hours, that they will be on your team, in your distribution network, and it's quite all right if you want to wait till next week, but then, and this is a key word, ladies, then you would be on their team in their distribution network. Now, the reason that depth charge works so well, ladies and gentlemen, is it's just that psychology that human beings will respond to the fear of loss more than the ability for gain. Okay, and if you have any doubt about that, ever, ladies and gentlemen, just go online and take a look at some of the videos having to do with the old Kmart Blue Light Special. Okay, it's amazing what people will do to go and get there, to go ahead and make sure that they don't lose out on a special right there in the store, okay? And so that's what we're doing, is we're giving them an opportunity to take advantage of the teamwork. Now, why this is so important to the volume that happens on that leg of business, ladies and gentlemen, is let's say you've got an application for a Builder One, okay? You got a Builder One application, and you got 500 points that are in the process of being put into the system. What we want to show you is that you can take those 500 points, that one application, and literally create, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in my experience, the most I've ever had from one depth charge is 7 people coming in at one time. Now, whether some of those applications are the 1,000-point, Builder 2, whether some of them are the personal pack, some of the others are as well as the Builder 1, what it amounts to is the volume accumulates and tends to multiply. See, so what I want to encourage you to do is to take a look at how the depth charge is truly a multiplier of volume, and how this fits into the events that we should be promoting in our company today, in our business, is, the events, for example, that are happening all across the country, in Birmingham and Macon, Atlanta, as we mentioned earlier. That's the magic of thinking big, ladies and gentlemen, that when we have the ability to look ahead. I like the way, my mentor Ron Gold puts it. He says, in network marketing, it's kind of like playing chess. You've got to have 2 or 3 or 4 moves ahead. And if you're really good, you're going to be 10 moves ahead, okay? So my point is that we have to start with knowing 1 moves ahead of where we're at today. And where some of those moves are eventually, getting people in process so that we have them in our funnel, ladies and gentlemen. In other words, we have a group of individuals that have little sizzle calls, that have been on the opportunity calls, for example, that we had last night, the product call that we're going to be doing tonight with Mr. Russ Bianchi. Ladies and gentlemen, all these are in process. And when we have that pool of individuals, here's the beautiful thing, and this is one of the reasons, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm a huge proponent of what I call warm market network marketing. In other words, I'm not a huge proponent of cold market for this reason, and that is that when you have a team of individuals, again, just 5 or so people on that leg of business that are engaged with you as a leader, happens, let's just keep it really simple. Let's say each one of those people just has 20 people in process on their team. Okay, in other words, it may not even just be them, but on their team. It could be a young team, whatever the case might be. It could be a portion of a large growing team. But we'll just say that there's 5 people that have 20 people in process. What that really means, your warm market, is that you've got 100 people that need to hear the rest of the story about CJ International. And that's why I'm such a huge proponent in the warm market, is because it allows you to take advantage of what this business is really all about. It's all about the relationships that we have with people. And that's what John was referring to when he says that people don't care how much we know until they know how much we care. The way that we show people we care is we allow them to be involved in these windows of opportunity called a depth charge, okay? Now, the key thing about the depth charge is that it works because it identifies people on your team that are engaged in the business. It's what I call differentiates people between being just curious and I like to know who is really serious. And so when you're engaged with somebody in your line of business, on that leg of business, and they have those 5, 10, 15, 20 people in process, guess what? They're giving to you a sign that I'm serious about my business. And the wonderful thing is that your downline will be able to go ahead and call you with that paperwork. And I encourage you, make it a point today, ladies and gentlemen, to get 1 application before the end of the day and start the process of a depth charge, okay? The depth charge is so favorable to everybody on that leg of business. And here's why. Is it clarifies again who's serious, and it also allows you to go ahead and have a group of people that are going to build their 2 teams. And guess what? They're going to have to build a right team. They're going to have to build a left team. So on one of their teams of business, all those, the people from the 20 people in the pool, let's just say, 5 of them came into the business. Well, 5 people have a right team. And in this situation, we're putting all of the people on our right team. Guess what? Those 5 people that just sponsored their 2 people to become Team 250 qualified, now we've got 10 new people potentially on that leg of business with new volume, whether it's a personal pack, whether it's a builder pack or a builder 2 pack. The point of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, is that the depth chart is all about multiplying and making it bigger than ourselves, okay? And see, the fact of the matter is that successful people in business, and especially in network marketing, they understand the importance of teamwork. They understand the importance of staying connected. So like it's one of the reasons why before we get so anxious, and this is probably one of the biggest challenges we have with brand new people, is they're thinking, I've got my 1 or 2 people on Team 250 qualified, I've got to get them in the system before I even call anybody, okay? And I just encourage you to get into the habit of calling your plugged-in upline to letting them know. And, even sometimes a depth charge can last for maybe 2 hours. I've had depth charges happen for 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? People responded that were plugged in. Matter of fact, I remember way back when I've been in the company now about 5 years, and it turns out that there was the master distributor, David Moses, had actually put out a challenge to the team on one of our, actually I think it was on the focus call if I'm not mistaken, and he said the first person that contacts me in regards to a person that they have in an application that they can get today, I will put 2 people underneath them. And that was what David Moses said. This was about 5 years ago. And the wonderful thing is, we all got in motion, and one of the people that actually got that award that day, no surprise to most of us, was Chris Estes. He was able to go ahead and immediately respond, and, I was telling Ron Bowles, you know what, I missed out by about 15 minutes, but see, that's the whole point of the matter, is that it's sometimes being connected with your plugged-in upline is the most important thing when you've been in activity and have the people in your funnel, as we call it. You have people that are at the top of the funnel, and they will come out the bottom of the funnel and keep them in process. Now, that process is, and part of it, ladies and gentlemen, having people in process is the depth chart. Because see, not everybody's going to respond to that, and that's okay. We definitely think that that's okay, because the good people are going to get that, and then the other people that are just not quite ready. I like the way Dale Taylor puts it. Their light hasn't gone on yet. Okay, that's okay, ladies and gentlemen, because guess what? Next week or the following week, we're going to need new volume as well. So we just stay plugged in with those people. Again, people don't care what we know until they know that we care. So we show that we care about them by giving them an opportunity. But of course, we just allow them to make their decision. And so a little bit of what I wanted to share about a depth chart. I mean, these are the sorts of things, ladies and gentlemen, that we do typically teach out in person at the Saturday trainings, maybe on one-on-one coaching, certainly team leadership. I wanted to surface this today because of the fact that we have such an opportunity to begin the process of learning how to depth chart, okay? So it's going to happen overnight, and you're going to be bad before you're good, and you're going to be good before you're great. But one of the key things is that we have to get started in that process of getting our first, application, our first person in our tank, and getting in the habit of actually staying connected with your plugged-in upline about how to proceed here as a team. And that's the thing that I hope that I've given you today, ladies and gentlemen, that is far bigger than just our own efforts. I love how Mia Hannes put that. It's the ultimate champion is the team. And that's what I like to see, is that when people see that, you know what, it's not just about my application, it's about being a part of something bigger than myself. And so that's a little bit about what I had to share today on this October the 30th. I want to go ahead and just open up the line, see if there's any other announcements, any other comments from the moderators at this point. And if not, we'll go ahead and just wrap up the call. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to remind everybody that tonight, of course, we have our Straight Talk with Russ Bianchi. Certainly the most call in all of ZJ International, and certainly want to go ahead and utilize that tonight as part of the teamwork. Making a commitment to go ahead and have a couple people on that call tonight, have the ability to go ahead and let them make their decision about these incredible products here at ZJ International. So one of the key things that I'll leave you with is I love the fact that we can actually learn from the process to become that sharpened tool, if you will, that gets the results that people are looking for in this business. So it's my hope and my desire that you, essentially taken something I shared today, made it part of who you are, take it directly to your plug-in upline and say, you know what, I want to learn about how to be an effective debt charger. I want to learn how to go ahead and take my business from one application to go ahead and do maybe applications. I've heard of people that on the different teams that I've been on, that 15 or 20 people. But myself, I've done 7. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That was a very significant step in my understanding of teamwork in international that I use today in building my business and in this entire industry. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and unmute the lines to be with you. Have a great rest of the day. We'll see each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.